Hello and blessings. My name is Rama. This is a 30-minute Sivananda style flow. We'll begin our practice in a seated position. Join me ideally with the legs crossed, eyes ideally closed, and the hands resting wherever feels most authentic to you. Take these first few moments to simply settle in, to take note and observe both body and mind. Opening the session today, the traditional way, I invite you to join me in the chanting of 3 Oms. I'll repeat the short version of our initial mantras. Exhale. Inhale together. Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam karavavahai Tejasvina Vadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shantih. Bolo Sadguru Sivananda Maharaj ki Jai. Bolo Swami Vishnu Devananda Maharaj ki Jai. Om Namah Shivaya. Opening with 1 round of Kapalabhati. Focusing on the movement at your navel. Remember a forceful exhalation, the sound 1. Passive inhalation at the sound 2. Exhale all the air out. Keep the eyes closed, awareness within. Inhale, feel the abdomen expanding. Exhale, pull the navel toward the spine. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. To prepare, inhale, and we begin. Hun, 2, 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 hun, 2. Exhale all the air out. Inhale, full yogic breath, abdomen, ribs, and chest. Exhale slowly, softly, with control. Inhale deeply and fully. Exhale, pulling the navel back to the spine, squeeze all the air out. Now inhale a comfortable breath, whatever that means to you, holding your breath at the top. We retain for roughly 35 seconds, awareness resting at the spot between the eyebrows. Holding just a moment more, no tension in the system. Gently exhale. Take a few deep breaths. Keeping your eyes closed, breathing normally, and noticing any change, any effect of the breathing exercise. When you feel ready, in whatever way is most appropriate. Roll forward over the hands and knees. Find way to a standing forward fold towards the top of our space. No effort in this first fold. Relax the head. Notice the natural length through the backs of the legs and the spine. Have a slight bend in the knees. Feel strong through your legs. With an inhalation, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Chin lifting last. Join me in standing about 6 inches from the top of your mat. Arms relaxing alongside the body. Eyes closed if you're familiar with the sequence. Surya Namaskar. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward and down, palms flat. Stay here for a moment and breathe. You want to make sure that the hands are beside the feet, fingertips in line with the toes. Bending the knees as much as you need to get the palms flat. Now your next inhalation, step the right leg way back, lower the right knee down, lift the chest. Hold the breath and step your left foot back, plank position, strong core. Exhale, gently lower the knees, the chest, lower the forehead down. Inhale, slide the body forward, pointing the toes, gentle back bend. Tuck the toes, exhale, push the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Smooth inhalation, stepping the right foot forward, left knee is down, chin lifted. Exhale, step to the top of your mat, relax the head and neck. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, relax the arms alongside the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, find length, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward from the hips, bending the knees as much as you need to get the hands flat. Inhalation, sending the left leg long, left knee is down, lift the chest. Hold the breath, step back to plank position. Think about pushing the back of your heart up toward the ceiling. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead down. Inhale, slide the body forward, pull the shoulder blades together, open the chest. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, inverted V. Smooth inhalation, stepping the left foot all the way forward. Right knee stays down, lift the chest. Exhale, standing forward, fold, relax. Inhale, reach the arms, forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, relax the arms alongside your body. Deep inhalation, complete exhalation, engage the core. Inhale, find length, reach the arms up. Exhale, folding forward and down, palms flat. Smooth inhalation, right leg all the way back, sink the hips, feel it in your hip flexor. Hold the breath, step back to plank position, strong core. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead down. Inhale, slide the body forward and up, elbows hugging alongside the ribs. Tuck the toes, exhale, lifting the hips up and back. Inhalation, stepping right foot forward, left knee is down, chin lifted. Exhale, standing forward, fold, forehead towards the knees. Inhale, reach the arms, forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, relax the arms. On the left, deep inhalation, complete exhalation. Inhale, find length, reach the arms. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhalation, left leg long, knee is down. Hold the breath, plank position, tuck the tailbone under, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, slide the body forward and up. Tuck the toes, exhale, hips up and back. Smooth inhalation, left foot steps forward, right knee is down. Exhale, standing forward, fold, relax the head. Smooth inhalation, reach the arms, forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, relax the arms alongside the body. Inhale, exhale, prayer position. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, right leg back, knee is down. Hold the breath, plank position. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, slide the body forward, cobra pose. Tuck the toes, exhale, hips up and back. Smooth inhalation, right foot forward, left knee is down. Exhale, standing forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, relax the arms. Inhale, exhale, heart center. Inhale, find length. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left leg back. Hold the breath, plank position. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead. Smooth inhalation, slide forward. Complete exhalation, hips up and back. Inhale, bring the left foot forward, right knee is down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up and back. Exhale, relax. Close the eyes. We'll do one more round on each side. Focus on long, graceful movements, long breath. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, forward and down. Big inhalation, right leg all the way back, lift the chest. Retain plank position. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, slide forward. Tuck the toes, exhale, hips up and back. Inhale, right foot forward, sink the hips. Exhale, left foot follows, relax the head. Inhale, find length, reaching forward, up and back. Exhale, relax the arms. Breath in. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg back. Retain the breath, plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, slide forward. Tuck the toes, exhale, hips up and back. Left leg, inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise and reach. Exhale to relax. Separate the feet for balance if you wish. Stand with eyes closed, noticing the changes in your body. Destination is classic child's pose towards the top of our mat. When you're ready, however is appropriate, making your way down. Relaxing in child's pose at least 3 breaths before starting Shirshasana, our headstand practice. If you think headstand is not for you, practicing dolphins a number of rounds on your own, or you can always pause in steps 3, 4, or 5 of our 8-step headstand entrance. Feel free to begin your own practice or following along with me. Step 1 is to measure the elbows for spacing. Step 2, placing the elbows on the mat. Open the forearms and interlace the fingers to make a basket. Step 3, top of the head goes on the mat, nestling the back of the head into the hands. You can stay here and think about pushing down with the shoulders, activating the shoulders to protect the neck. Step 4, only if you feel safe and ready, is to tuck the toes, straighten the legs. Slightly more intense, again, a place where we can stay. Think about pushing down with the arms. If you feel you're ready to go farther, step 5 is to walk the feet towards the face until it feels like the hips are roughly over the shoulders. If you feel like going farther, step 6 is to bend both knees in toward the chest. This is our half headstand. Extending next 7 at the hips. And lastly, straightening the knees. Once the movement is complete, the headstand is straight, you stay still.
Working today with a classical version. Variations are quite nice. In many ways, they're like adding spice to our food. But you don't need hot sauce every single day. Sometimes it's nice to appreciate the classical. Staying 2 more breaths, only if you're comfortable. When you're ready, reversing those steps, bending knees, bringing knees in toward the chest, landing softly with the feet, relaxing together a few moments, classical child's pose. When you're ready, next inhalation, rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. However is appropriate, lying down on your back. As you relax, mentally preparing for Sarvangasana, our shoulder stand. Setting up for the shoulder stand, bring the legs together, arms alongside the body with palms pressing down. Make sure you have room overhead for your feet when we move into Halasana, the plow. When you feel ready, swing the legs, lift the hips, support the back of the body with the hands. No need to make your prettiest shape right off the bat. Give your body some time to adjust to the change. If you'd like to make yourself a little straighter, bend the knees toward the forehead. Work to wiggle the elbows closer together. You can even interlace the fingers behind the back, pulling forearms tighter. Hands eventually reaching more toward the upper back. When you're ready, extending at the hips, sending the legs all the way back up. 5 breaths. One more breath before moving to the plow. Together, flexing both feet with an inhalation. Keep the hips high. Exhale, lower both feet down behind the head. If the toes happen to touch, hands can plant flat on the mat, maybe even interlacing the fingers behind the back. If the toes are still in the air, the recommendation is to continue supporting the back body with the hands. Wherever you are, encourage the hips a little higher towards the sky. Staying just 1 more full breath. Now preparing to exit, lift your feet about 1 foot away from the floor, planting, if they're not already there, your palms flat on the mat behind you. Use the arms and core as a brake to lightly roll the body down 1 vertebrae at a time, ideally keeping the back of the head touching the mat. Once you relax, take a few moments to breathe. Notice how you feel. Countering the shoulder stand with Matsyasana, the fish. We set up by bringing the arms underneath the body, literally sitting on the wrists, fingers reaching down toward the heels. Try to squeeze the shoulder blades together, very strong at the upper back. Legs are together, feet slightly flexed but not tense. The next inhalation, push down through the elbows, lifting the chest, drawing to the crown of the head. Feel that 90% of the energy is coming through your arms. Very little weight is actually in the head. Breathing abdomen, ribs, and chest. Holding a few more rounds. Preparing to exit. Next inhalation, push down with the elbows, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the upper body back down. Take 3 to 5 breaths, relaxing in Shavasana. Be still. legs back together, arms alongside the body. Inhale, find length, reach the arms overhead. As you release, bring the palms to rest on the tops of the thighs. Making our way to a seated position, can choose to roll forward with the strength of your core or roll up through the right side, whatever's more appropriate. Checking in with Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight. If you want, removing some of the love from underneath the hips. Take an inhalation to reach the arms up, find length. Exhale, folding forward and down, relaxing for just a moment at the bottom. Making a self-adjustment. Next inhalation, reach the arms forward, lengthen through the torso, reach as tall as you can, and exhale, fold down a little deeper. If you'd like to, you can try making those kinds of self-corrections a few more times. Once you're comfortable with your range of motion, relaxing into stillness. Make it your focus to work on lengthening out of the lower back, lengthening forward out of the hips. At first, we're aiming for a very flat-looking forward fold. Future progressions involve rounding the spine, but for now, we focus on the lumbar back, the lower back, the problem area. Staying just a few more breaths here. Preparing to exit. Next exhalation, reach your hands towards or even past the feet. Inhale to bring the arms all the way back up, releasing the hands behind the body, fingers pointing in their preferred direction. We're moving to inclined plane. If you prefer, you can always bend the knees, lifting to reverse tabletop if that's more appropriate for you. We begin by squeezing the shoulder blades together, pointing the toes, if you're with me on the classical version, with an inhalation, lifting the hips, trying to touch the toes to the mat in front of you, and if it's comfortable, allowing the head to drop back. Take one more breath, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, lower the hips back down. Switching gears, spin around to rest on your abdomen, head facing to the top of your mat, one hand resting on top of the other, relaxing your left cheek on that handmade pillow. Mentally preparing for a short series of backward bends. Starting first, Bhujangasana, the Cobra. We'll lift 2 times, the first time using only the strength of the back muscles. Bring the forehead to the mat, hands planted underneath the shoulders. Start by pulling the shoulder blades together and actively working your legs together. Make sure that the heels are touching. With the next inhalation, squeeze the shoulder blades, start to lift the chest up off the mat, lifting as high as you can, only using the back muscles. The hands are touching the ground, but arms remain relaxed. One more deep abdominal breath, maybe lifting a little higher. Exhale, gently lower down. Take one breath at the bottom. Now the next inhalation, we lift back up, squeeze the shoulder blades, start to lift through the chest. This time, feel free to push down with the strength of your arms, lifting to your more complete expression. Ideally, the elbows stay bent. If your arms are straight, try walking them a little bit closer towards the hips. Pushing down with the hands, but also think about drawing the hands back toward the hips so that the shoulders roll back, chest goes forward. Take one more inhalation, lift a little higher. Exhale, gently lower down. Right away, bring the arms alongside your legs and bend the knees in such a way that you can take hold of the ankles with the hands. Checking in with Dhanurasana, the bow. Begin by lifting both knees from the floor, pushing the pelvis down, and kicking the feet into the hands to pull the chest up and back. Breathing with the abdomen. Feel that with every inhalation, the abdomen expands, your body rocks towards the back. Every exhalation, the abdomen shrinks, body rocks slightly forward. Use the breath to massage the body. One last inhalation. And exhale, gently lower back down. Place one hand on top of the other. For just a moment, relax your right cheek on that handmade pillow. Making our way to child's pose, gently tuck the toes, plant the hands under the shoulders, press the body up and back. Finding a few moments in the extended version, maybe pushing the hands into the mat and working your hips more back. A few moments in the classical option. Next inhalation, begin gently rolling up one vertebrae at a time, chin lifting last. Checking in with our half spinal twist, begin by dropping the hips to the right side of the heels, bringing the left foot up and over the right thigh. I'll mention this will be more difficult if the foot is tighter to your hip, more accessible if it's closer to your knee, so you decide. The left arm goes behind the body, nice and tight with the spine, fingers facing back. The opposite arm hugging the knee in towards the chest. We want to focus on taking out the space between abdomen and thigh. Choose to stay here, or if you have that contact between abdomen and thigh, second option is to inhale the right arm up, exhale the elbow behind the knee, applying a little pressure to twist you deeper. If you're choosing the second version, reaching down to take hold either with your right knee or eventually the left foot. Every inhalation, lengthen the spine. Every exhalation, roll the left shoulder back, twisting a little more. Next inhalation, head turns back to center. Gently exhale, the body unwinds. Switching sides. Setting up this time with the right foot over the left thigh. Right foot over the left thigh. Right arm behind the body with fingers pointing away. Again, we start slow, hugging the knee in toward the chest. Choose to stay. You really don't need to go farther than this first option. I can find fantastic stretch just staying here. But if you want, reaching left arm up, exhaling to your twist. Be aware of the shoulders. Make sure that the shoulders are not coming forward towards the chest. We want to roll the shoulders down and back. Next inhalation, head turns back. Exhale, gently unwinding with the arms. Bringing both knees in toward the chest. Take an inhalation to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, round the back. Relax the forehead to the knees. Reach your arms forward, if you can, shifting into a squatting position. If that little movement is difficult, you can always plant the hands behind you, applying a little pressure to help you come into your squat. Taking time for our hand balance, practicing either the crow or, if you prefer, Mayurasana, the peacock pose. I'll be guiding and practicing crow today. For crow, we set up with the hands planted, a nice bend in the elbows, and keeping that bend, lifting the hips nice and tall. Gently shift the shoulders forward so that the knees touch the backs of the arms, and you can stay here. No real need to go farther. If you do feel like entering the hand balance, you shift weight forward towards the fingers until the toes start to feel light. Maybe play with one leg at a time. Only if you're comfortable finding the full expression. All together, coming back to our nice deep squat, giving the wrist a light shake. Extending through the legs, lifting the hips nice and tall. Find a standing forward fold. Feet can be slightly apart, but make sure that you have contact between hands and legs. Notice how you feel the length through the backs of the legs and the spine. Feel how even in these short moments together, your body is already becoming more cooperative. Preparing to exit Slight bend in the knees, strong legs. Inhale to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Chin lifting last. Turning sideways on your mat, setting up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Make sure that the whole time the hips stay pointing forward towards that long edge of your yoga mat. We'll begin by turning the left foot towards the top edge and inhaling to reach the right arm all the way up. For this one, keep the arm glued to the ear, the upper arm glued to the ear. We inhale, find length. Exhale, gently hinging toward the left side. Feel here that the left hand is on the left leg, but you're being supported by the core. Very little weight is actually in that left hand. One more moment. The next inhalation, lifting all the way back up. Switching sides, left foot turns in, right foot turns away, awareness at the hips. Inhale, reach the arm up. Your exhalation hinging towards the right side. Feel here that the right hip is rolling forward, left hip rolling back. Next inhalation, lengthening back up. Gently relax the arms and take a big step towards the top of your mat. Standing with eyes closed, a moment to feel proud of yourself, of your body, of your practice. Smooth inhalation, reach the arms straight out in front. Exhalation, bending the knees, bending at the hips. Sit down and lie down. Setting up our short, final relaxation. Before we fully relax, taking time to tense and release. We'll do it everything at the same time today. So think about lifting both arms, both legs, just a few inches from the floor. Push the lower back down, lift the head, squeeze every muscle in the body. Squeeze tight, tight, tight. Open the fingers wide, stick the tongue out, exhale, and relax. If it felt good, you can tense and release once or twice more on your own. Otherwise, settling into silence. Using these last few moments to remain present with your breath. If you'd like to continue your relaxation, please feel free to tune me out and take as long as you'd like. Otherwise, legs together, arms alongside the body. Inhale to stretch, find length. As you release, rolling to the right side. Resting for a moment with the upper arm as a pillow. When you're ready, pushing the left palm into the mat, making way to a comfortable seated position. Closing the session in the same way that we began. Exhale all your air out. Inhale together. Asato ma sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotir Gamaya Mrityor ma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Bolo Sadguru Sivananda Maharaj ki jai. Bolo Swami Vishnu Devananda Maharaj ki jai. I would like to thank you very much for joining me, for sharing with me your presence and your energy. And I thank you for allowing me this opportunity to share my own. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste.